Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic. Now that PBS has announced they'll be televising the impeachment hearings, what will the drinking game rules be? Drink every time someone doesn't answer the question. This is actually a pretty good one. I like it because it helps train your brain to notice when someone is avoiding, diverting, etc. Yeah, it does, for about 5 minutes, and then you'd be too wasted to comprehend their speaking. I do not recall. Yup, that's the one. Expect to hear it non-stop. If you still have a witch's hat laying around from Halloween, you can have a person wear it. It'll rotate around the room on time or whenever a new person is introduced during proceedings. Whenever the term witch hunt is used, you all scream "burn the witch," and the person in the hat takes a shot of fireball. This one is very good. Birth of something incredible and here to witness the manifestation. Take a shot every time you hear quid pro quo and try not to die. Jesus, I think you might be culpable for murder for that suggestion, lol. $35 on negligent manslaughter. Take a drink every time Russia is mentioned. Why would you want to experience Russian life? Cause I want to be trashed within the first 15 minutes of the hearing. When it goes to the Senate, I'm going to tape a cherry tomato to my TV and see how many times McConnell's mouth goes near it. This is the kind of ingenuity we need right now. If you don't want to die, drink every time someone admits they were wrong. But I want to drink, not sit there sober like some kind of loser. If we turn the impeachment hearings into a drinking game, we better have a death count on the screen to count how many people got alcohol poisoning from playing the drinking game. Are the lucky ones. Rule 1. Drink heavily to dull the pain. Rule 2. There is no rule 2. Fuck man, that used to be my daily rules. Be safe y'all. Drink every time PBS is threatened with defunding. Our fam, they funded and supported by viewers like me. Thank me. Looks like you watched PBS Kids as well. My favorite was Dragon Tales. Hello all you YouTube channels and clickbait news websites shamelessly stealing the responses from this and claiming them as your own. I see you. I expect to see a BuzzFeed impeachment drinking game article with at least 10 of the top 15 comments by tomorrow. Rules. If there's anything we should have learned in the last few years, it's that there are no rules. Drink whenever, and then try to dodge the consequences the day after. Appropriate. There's gonna be a lot of people needing liver transplants after this week. If only you guys had free healthcare. They absolutely could. They just seem determined to always vote against it for some insane reason. Edit. Wow, the vitriol from the people who don't understand how free healthcare works. It's okay, I'll go and get my feelings checked on Monday. For free. Edit 2. Gold and silver. Looks like several people had money left over from not having to pay for expensive healthcare bills. A shot of peach schnapps, which is beyond gross, imho, every time you hear the word impeach. A shot of Jäger every time you hear the word tremendous. You won't have to worry about alcohol poisoning. You'll puke way before that. Take a shot for Hillary's emails. Hunter Biden. If anyone says MAGA in its abbreviated or full form. Do nothing Democrats. A Trump tweet containing the phrase witch hunt with at least one spelling error in the tweet. Perfect phone call. Finish your drink for Trump promoting an anti-Hillary video on Twitter. Any mention of Kofbeva. A red herring involving Ms. 13. Any mention of 11 or Putin by a Republican. Power Hour starts with Ivanka promoting her brand or getting new Chinese patents. Absolutely any mention of Barron by a member of the Trump family. Trump saying the words fuck or shit on live TV. Edit. Holy war, thanks for the plat. Now I feel like I have to actually do this. This drinking game is funny yet survivable, so sure. For real, this is one of the only ones so far that don't end in sure death. It's weird to see kafefa spelled wrong and feel the need to correct it. What a crazy world we live in. Petition to give people who misspell kafefa a coffee. Take a shot every time one of the following is mentioned. Fake news. Witch hunt. Civil war. Take a shot every time someone makes a question irrelevant to the proceedings to try and confuse the issue. Brings up whataboutism. Dodges the question instead of answering it. Blames the other party. Blames someone else not party affiliated. Blames someone else within their party. Returns a question with an insult instead of an answer. I figure you'll be unconscious within 15 minutes to a half an hour, depending on your tolerance. This could be consolidated to one rule: tilt the bottle back when they start talking and don't stop until either they stop talking, you pass out, or you die. Waterfall rules. It takes me a while to metabolize alcohol, as I am a human being, and I have a rugby-trained liver, but this still sounds like I'm getting a ride in the wee-woo wagon inside of an hour and a half. Don't you mean the reverse cash cab, where you lose insane amounts of money? Most of these suggestions are jokes about drinking continuously, but if you want a drinking game that's really about the fundamental impact of the hearings. Every time a witness suddenly realizes, oh no, I shouldn't have said that. Every time a GOP questioner suddenly realizes, oh no, I shouldn't have asked that. Every time a carefully crafted narrative falls apart and the witness is redirected into explaining a contradiction between their testimony and A. Previous statements. B. Previous testimony. C. Written evidence. This is a much more realistic drinking game, plus it requires attention and critical thinking. So there's a pretty strong negative feedback component. One shot for every no one is above the law. Scroll on Twitter under the hashtag at the same time and drink every time someone mentions they would start a civil war if Trump is impeached. I'm just gonna warn my liver. Extra hard, warn your liver by drinking one for every pissed Republican under this question. I've been playing this drinking game since 2016. I'm not sure how much my liver can take. Edit jokes on me, apparently I'm a champ. Cheers. Take a shot whenever Putin is mentioned. Of vodka, obviously. Moscow mules for any Mitch McConnell mentions. Take a drink anytime. 1. A Republican complains about the process being unfair. 2. A Republican questions the motives of a witness. 3. A Republican mentions Hillary, Biden or Obama. 4. A Democrat mentions Russia, Askreddit or the Mueller report. 5. Anyone utters the words quid pro quo. 6. A Republican declares the process a waste of time. Shoot a whole bottle of Jack if 1. A Republican admits that Donald Trump did something wrong. 2. A Democrat says the process is a waste of time. Have fun and may you not get alcohol poisoning. This one's fun and sensible, we'll give it a shot. 1 drink, every time the same Trump or Biden is mentioned. 2 drinks, every time Askreddit is mentioned. 3 drinks, every time impeach or impeachment is said. Finish your drink, every time someone takes one of those awkward gulps of water. You would die in 15 minutes. Yeah, that would be the deadliest drinking game in history, second only to the basketball one. Take a drink every time someone says dude. Every time a felony is added to the list, take a drink. I'm assuming he's going to live tweet. So every time he angrily responds to an accusation, take a drink. If his tweet mentions witch hunt or insults the Democrats, take 2 drinks. If he specifically calls out Nancy Pelosi or AOC, take 3 drinks. Every time a congressperson asks a stupid question, take a drink. Every time Republicans conveniently move their criteria for impeachment, take small a sip. They are going to be doing this a lot. You don't want to get alcohol poisoning. Just drink constantly. Don't stop drinking until this whole goddamn thing is over and we can get back to the real reality we split off from in 2012. But that's the one where the world ended. Mother of God. Exactly. We were better off. I don't recall equals drink. Promise to give up drinking if Trump gets impeached. It won't pass the Republican Senate. Which is a fantastic reason to keep drinking. Impeachment could hurt him in 2020. The mooch thinks he'll resign in the spring. Open bottle, drink until empty. Repeat. You will need it. Take a drink every time you catch a rhetorical fallacy of any kind. 2-page PDF warning. Thanks for the warning. I'm deathly allergic to text-based files of 100 or more megabytes. Every time someone refuses to answer a direct question, whether through dancing around it or saying they can't recall, or can't answer etc., chug for 3 seconds. Hopefully this helps you get through one person without dying for alcohol poisoning. Or every time someone says Trump, take a shot. drink every time a Democrat tries to overturn the results of an election over ridiculous bullshit. He has literally been committing crimes before he even became president. He broke campaign finance laws, asked for Russia to help on TV. Good God, if you don't get it by now, you're fucked. Did you care when Obama broke campaign finance laws? Did you even know he did? Did you care when Obama promised the Russians leniency to the Russian ambassador on a hot mic during his 2012 campaign? Did you even know he did? He didn't ask Russia for help on the TV. That's hyperbole. You'd have to be a moron to believe he asked for Russian assistance on national television. An impeachment is a constitutional method for removing a corrupt president. It doesn't overturn the results of an election. He still got elected, but being elected doesn't mean you're above reproach. Till Richard Nixon's impeachment was Democrats trying to overturn an election.